Hi graceful women, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're joining us for the first time. On this space we are all about being elegant, godly women and embracing our true identity. Do you know that even godly people still need to apply proper etiquette in their socializations? I have seen a lot of persons say, these things are not meant for us. Leave it for the people. No. The thing about etiquette is that etiquette is not just about being fancy. It is actually more about being responsible. It is you showing that you care about how your behavior affects the lives of those around you. So, learning about etiquette rules is for everyone, even us elegant godly women. So in this video we are going to be learning about some basic social etiquette that a lot of persons seems to take for granted. While we get into the video, I want you to understand that learning about etiquette is a continuous thing. There are different etiquette rules for different gatherings and different places, so you have to ensure that what you are practicing or what you're applying actually goes for the occasion, for the location, and for the people. That being said, here are some etiquette rules that you may just be taking for granted. When you walk into a room, ensure that you say hello first. Now, if you're of African descent, we know that there is this thing about, the younger ones greeting the elder ones, and it's a show of respect and it is amazing. But when you walk into a room, you're required to say hello to the persons that you meet in the room, irrespective of age or status. So what I'm saying is, if you are a boss and you walk into a meeting room where your colleagues are already seated, you're still required to say hello first. If you're an elder person and you walk into a room of young people, you're still required to say hello first. Now, this is not going to, genuflect or bow or even go on your knees to greet them. No, it's just a simple hello everyone, how are you doing? It doesn't matter where you're walking into. If there are already people in the room and you walk in, you say hello first. Do not touch people without their consent. Now, this is something that many people just overlook, especially if you have good intentions. Say, for instance, you're standing with someone and then you notice an insect perching on any part of their body. Subconsciously, you just feel like you can take it off for them. It is good, it's good instinct, but it is better for you to seek their consent first, or at least alert them to the situation. Touching people without their consent puts them in a very uncomfortable position, and you do not want to be the means of someone else's discomfort. So if you're going to touch people for whatever reason it is, especially if they are not people who are overly familiar with you, please do well to ask their consent first. A simple, "Oh, there's an insect on your face. Do you mind if I get it off?" I'm sure they would allow you, and if they don't, well, that is not your problem. Do not keep people waiting unduly. Now, if you have an event, you have a date, you have an occasion, whatever it is that you have planned, and then you have somebody waiting for you, and you're going to be late for that meeting, event, occasion, as long as you have people or a person waiting for you and you're going to be late, courtesy demands that you send a message ahead of time. "I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little bit late for this meeting because of so and so reason. Please pardon me. My apologies for running a little bit late today. So and so just happened. If you do not mind, I'll be there in the next 5 minutes." Things as simple as that can make the person who is waiting on you know that you actually value the time and the person themselves. If you just keep people waiting without any communication, it can lead to a whole fuss. I remember I've actually been a victim, well, I say a victim now, or guilty rather. I've actually been guilty of this at one point in my life, where I had someone waiting for me and my car got stuck along the way. It just wouldn't start, and I kept trying, trying one or two things. You know how cars can be at times. But unfortunately, I failed to communicate with the persons that were waiting for me how my journey was going, and then they became so panicked. Now, they were not offended per se, they were more concerned because they knew that I should have gotten there at that time, and they just became so concerned and they kept trying to reach me. When I finally got to them, I was so pained to have put them in that position, and it was so heart-wrenching. Honestly, you do not want to put people through all of that. So never be late, and if you must be late, do well to communicate. Another etiquette rule that you should know is that you shouldn't stand too close to people. When you're standing before someone, if you're standing less than 2 feet away from the person, know that you have entered into their intimate space. And if this is not someone that you're intimate with, imagine how uncomfortable that person will be. And if you're standing 2 feet away from them, then you're in their social space. So if this person is someone that doesn't consider you, to be a friend, maybe they just have a formal relationship with you, and you're standing within their social space, you're also making them uncomfortable. So when you're standing next to people, ensure that you're giving enough social distance, just so that you do not intrude into their boundaries and make them uncomfortable. Of course, if you're intimate with them or if they are your besties, you can stand by them however you all are comfortable with. But in a situation where maybe you're just meeting them for the first time, or your relationship with them is not something that is very casual or intimate, then you must respect their boundaries and stand within the right distance. The right distance being at least 3 or 4 feet away from the person. And that is actually the reason why you extend a handshake. Remember, if you're standing too close to people, your arms are not going to extend long enough for it to be called an extension of a handshake. So just imagine when next you are standing by someone who is not cordial or intimate with you, let them have enough space to extend a handshake to you. Another social etiquette rule that you should know is that when you're talking to people, look them in the eye. I know some persons may not be very comfortable looking people in the eye for several reasons, and this is why you have to work on your self-confidence, because it is necessary that when you're talking to people, you look them in the eye. Otherwise, you may look sketchy, or you may look like you're trying to hide something or even lying to them. And it is even worse if the reason why you're not looking them in the eye is because you're operating your mobile phone or any other device. That is just plain disrespectful. So if you're talking to people, leave what you're doing and look them in the eye. These are but a few of the etiquette rules that you should know to improve your social interactions. There's so much more, and we will be sharing more of them on this channel if you stay with us. Now remember, one thing you must know is that learning about etiquette rules is not so you can be fancy, but it just shows that you're responsible enough to care about how your behavior affects those around you. I hope you've learned a thing or two from this video. Do well to tag your fellow graceful woman on this video or share this video with them so they can also know about these etiquette rules. And I'll be seeing you in my next video with more tips. Okay.